Thanks for watching Times News with me, Yanko Seunda. And first, the headlines. Parliament maintains that Commissioners Jean Matanga and Linda Kunje are incompetent. Public Appointments Committee rejects Atweni Juayeyi Abemoji appointment as a Financial Intelligence Authority Director General. The state parades 4 witnesses in former presidential security aide Norman Chisali's attempted murder case. We have these and other stories. Please stay with us. Parliament's Public Appointments Committee has maintained its stand to fire 2 Malawi Electoral Commission commissioners, saying they are incompetent. Chairperson of the committee, Joyce Chitsulo, has confirmed the development. The 2 are Commissioners Jean Matanga and Linda Kunje. Last year, the previous PAC had recommended to former President Peter Mutharika to fire the commissioners, but Mutharika said he could not, arguing the commissioners were not given an opportunity to bring lawyers. Chitsulo explains.
Yes, today we met as Public Appointments Committee where we are looking at issues to do with the previous MAKE Commission, which was headed by Dr. Jane Ansah. I wish to bring you to your attention that when the committee had actually submitted the recommendations that time to the Office of the President, there were issues that were raised from the Office of the President for the committee to respond to or to clarify. So what we're doing today is clarifying those issues to the Office of the President. I'll give you an example. There was an issue to do with whether we gave them enough time to prepare for the inquiry or whether we allowed them to bring in lawyers. So we were actually clarifying those issues to the Office of the President. That's for the old commission, that is. We never did anything to do with the new commission. And for your information, as a committee, we feel that what we did was legal and we did it in a very right, manner, and that was procedural. And as a committee, we are maintaining our stand that the decision that we made as PAC at that time, that the commission was incompetent and should be removed, is maintained. Actually, we are maintaining our position as Public Appointments Committee. Thank you.
Parliamentary Public Appointments Committee has rejected Atweni Juayeyi Abemoji's appointment as Financial Intelligence Authority FIA Director General. Sources inside the committee have confided in Times that she got few votes, hence could not qualify to be given the position. However, Times contacted chairperson for the committee, Joyce Chitsulo, who said she could not comment on the matter and that the outcome will be sent to the Office of the President and Cabinet. Juayeyi Abemoji spent her career at FIA, rising through the ranks to the position of Director General during past governments until her tenure expired. The state on Monday paraded 4 witnesses in former presidential security aide Norman Chisali's attempted murder case. Chisali is being accused of attempting to murder a Chimankunda-based woman in Blanta, Sigere Amani. Among others, the state paraded Amani, who told High Court Judge Sylvester Kalimbera that she withdrew the case and doesn't want to be part of the trial. Bilirani Masanjara is the state prosecutor and explains.
I think for court proceedings to say some sort of drama would be giving it too much than what it was. We just had a bit of a misunderstanding with our witness, but when we sought the court's indulgence to have a recess and talk to our witness in the morning, we came to an understanding and appreciation of what we're here to do. The witness was insisting that she had the matter withdrawn, but we had a discussion with the witness and she continued to give testimony the way we had hoped that she would give the testimony.
Defense lawyer Chancellor Gondwe said was impressed with the proceedings so far.
Yeah, the state is trying to prove that there was an attempted murder of that lady. However, there was a drama in the morning in the sense that the complainant told the court that she is not aware about all this matter. She had withdrawn the criminal proceedings against the accused person, and we had to go for recess so that the state could talk to the witness. still the witness maintained her stand that she is not aware what happened was accidental, there was nothing intentional.
The Democratic Progressive Party has questioned the inclusion of officials of the Anti-Corruption Bureau and Malawi Human Rights Commission in the Presidential Task Force on COVID. In his address to the nation yesterday, President Lazarus Chakwera announced that officials from the two bodies will now form part of the task force. But in a statement released on Monday, DPP's spokesperson on legal issues, Bright Nsaka, said there is no way an oversight body such as ACB should be placed in a situation where if something should go wrong in the COVID committee, the graft-busting body would be investigating itself. Nsaka explains more in this interview with Isaac Salima.
Every Malawian knows why the Anti-Corruption Bureau was created, why the Human Rights Commission was created to be independent watchdogs about the activities, especially of those in public office. Now, if you invite the ACB and the Human Rights Commission to participate in the activities of those in public office, then the ACB and the Human Rights Commission are compromised in the way that they cannot turn around and start condemning and criticizing the very things that they were part of. So we would like to ask government, especially the president, to leave the ACB and the Human Rights Commission alone. That is the only way we can ensure that there is integrity in the activities of this government. We would like to observe that the president has available to him systems, institutions, etc., within government, within the executive branch of government, that can help him achieve the much desired probity within the task force.
There was no immediate comment from government spokesperson Gospel Kazako on the matter as his phone went unanswered. The Department of Climate Change and Meteorological Services has warned that the country will experience a wave of increased rainfall activities accompanied by thunderstorms from this Wednesday to Sunday. In a statement issued on Sunday, the department says the heavy rains will be caused by the invasion of an intertropical convergence zone coupled with an influx of Congo air mass. Details in this report by Patience Linda.
Director of Climate Change and Meteorological Services, Joram Nkogwe, in an interview, said the rainfall will be accompanied by thunderstorms which will start from south and will progress to central and northern areas. Therefore, Nkogwe advised the general public to exercise caution during this period to avoid accidents.
The general public is advised to be indoors, not to touch electrical appliances or equipment, avoid plumbing, avoid bathing or washing dishes when there's a thunderstorm. Stay away from windows and doors. Avoid swimming or fishing when there's a thunderstorm. Stay at a low spot away from trees when there's a thunderstorm. And don't sit on the veranda whenever there's a thunderstorm in the vicinity.
The statement further indicates that during the past week in the north, the highest rainfall of 192 millimeters was recorded at Rikoma Island. In the central region was at 88.1 millimeters, and in the southern region was 108.9 millimeters at Malosa in Zomba district. Meanwhile, in Rikoma, an unspecified number of households have been rendered destitute after strong winds and heavy rains destroyed several houses and property. But Department of Disaster Management Affairs spokesperson Chipidiro Kamula said the office has been assisting all households that have been affected by disasters since the onset of the rainy season in July 2020. According to Kamula, out of the 21,826 households affected, Dodma has managed to reach out to 20,253 households with relief items. Dodma has also recorded 218 injuries and 39 deaths during this period. Some of the districts affected by disasters due to the heavy rains include Mangochi, Palombe, Karonga, Nkhotakota, Nchisi, and Mzimba.
Nkhani, who worked as Director General for Malawi Broadcasting Corporation, has died. Nkhani also worked as a diplomat and later served at Press Corporation. He died this morning at Atlanta Adventist Hospital after a 2-year battle with cancer. He will be laid to rest tomorrow at HHI Cemetery. Baylor College of Medicine Children's Foundation has called for support towards children with cancer as the number of children found with the disease continues to escalate in the country. Baylor's Executive Director, Phoebe Nyasulu, says about 300,000 children are reported to have been diagnosed with cancer every year worldwide. And as a hospital, they attend to about 80 new cancer cases every month. Where's the Gausia reports?
This comes as the country joins the rest of the world in commemorating the International Childhood Cancer Day, ICCD, that falls on February 15 every year. Going by statistics, Nyasulu says it is worrisome for the country to keep recording increased cases, hence the need for joint efforts to eradicate the disease among the children. She emphasized on the need of taking the children to the hospital on time for early examination and treatment.
On average, every month we see close to 38 children with cancer, and then about 40 on average with hematology problems. So on monthly basis, and these are new patients that we see.
Speaking during the commemorations in Lilongwe, District Governor for Lions Club, District 412B, Ken Banda, said they have been helping the foundation with nutritious food for about 3 years now.
And our particular interest here is to support them with nutritional food. So for the past 3 years, we have been a good friend to Beira Hospital, and it is our plan and hope that we want to continue with this kind of relationship.
This year's commemorations took place at Malawi National Cancer Center at Kamuzu Central Hospital in Lilongwe under the theme Better Survival is Achievable Through Our Hands.
We'll be back after this break.
To achieve great things in life, you must do little things every day, like the 1, 2, 3 with Colgate.
1, wake up. 2, brush up. 3, start through your day with a fresh breath and strong tea. Start through your day with a fresh breath and strong tea.
Do the 1, 2, 3 with Colgate and give yourself a future to smile about. If there's one thing that all soaps do, it's wash. From buckets to basins, bathrooms to streams, and everything in between.
All soaps wash.
Yes, but Protex is different. Its reinvented formula with flaxseed oil boosts your skin's natural anti-germ defenses by 10 times more, protecting you against 99.9% of germs. So what keeps us healthy?
Protex!
Good health starts here.
Do your gums hurt?
Yeah.
Does your toothpaste contain sage, eucalyptus, myrrh, chamomile?
All that in one toothpaste?
Yes, try Colgate Herbal. Colgate Herbal contains nature's best herbs and Colgate's fluoride technology to give you strong teeth and healthy gums.
Ah, Colgate Herbal.
Let's go. Colgate Herbal for strong teeth and healthy gums naturally.
Welcome back. Minister of Information Gospel Kazako has implored radio stations in the country to provide content that is relevant to the aspirations of the country. Kazako underscored the significance of radio in disseminating information to a wider range of audience. especially during disasters and epidemics. He made the remarks during the commemoration of World Radio Day in Chilima.
Radio stations are playing a very crucial mitigating role in ensuring that we get messages to as many people as possible. You see, the fight against the pandemic, the fight against the coronavirus, it is a fight that will be won if information is being given to people. Not just information, but information that is true, information that is not compromised, information that is correct. We're saying that because you are aware that there is also abundant presence of fake news. And, well, I think, where people would want to create a narrative that is negative, a narrative that is not true, a narrative that is not honest at all. So radio stations do come in to try as much as possible to mitigate that pressure, to put the record straight.
Board chairperson of Malawi Communications Regulatory Authority, Stanley Chakwera, also emphasized that radio is instrumental in development process through dissemination of information.
As macro, we don't want to suffocate the radio by too much regulation, but we want to create sufficient room for radios to be creative enough to contribute to the development process. And there are so many areas. We are talking about, like right now, the main area is COVID-19 pandemic, but there are many other areas. Agricultural production, marketing, we're talking of education. In fact, with this COVID-19, it would be good to see radios putting a lot of content in education.
Small-scale traders in Nzimba district have lamented that COVID-19 has greatly affected their businesses. The traders say the development is exposing them more to coronavirus as they are failing to comply with COVID-19 preventive measures such as wearing of face masks, which have become exorbitant compared to their earnings. Patience Lunda has more in this report.
The traders argue that their nature of business requires them to meet a lot of people, hence exposing them to the pandemic. For instance, Ekwendeni Market chairperson Gideon Chunda said the failure of the vendors to protect themselves has resulted to many contracting the virus and others dying. Chunda asked well-wishers to come in and assist the vendors with reusable face masks to ease the existing challenge.
This pandemic is wreaking havoc on us. Some of us have contracted the virus, and just last week we have lost one of us as well. So we need an urgent assistance of PPEs.
It is out of this background that St. Michael's Skills Development Center, a non-profit charitable organization, donated over 5,000 face masks to traders at Ekwendeni Market in Mzimba district. The center's board chairperson, Stuart Sumpi, said the institution saw the need to intervene on the matter, having noticed that the failure by the vendors to protect themselves also puts customers at a risk of contracting the virus. Sumpi said there is need for a collective approach to fight the pandemic.
That's where many people convene. So as you know, that COVID-19 is mostly spreading where people convene, where a lot of people meet.
St. Michael's Skills Development Center is targeting 15,000 people with face masks and has this far managed to reach out to churches around Ekwendeni Trading Center and Mzuzu Prison.
Nsanje District Hospital has applauded well-wishers for supporting it in the fight against COVID-19. The district's Director of Health Services, Gilbert Chapwera, made the remarks after Nsanje Task Force on COVID-19 made a donation of oxygen cylinders and other personal protective equipment worth 2.9 million kwacha to the facility. Chapwera explains.
We are very grateful to this donation which we have received today. As you know, the hospital needed the oxygen, just as most of the hospitals. And today that we have received it, we are very grateful to this group. would say obviously the resources can never be enough, but anything that we get at the moment, it will take us a step from where we were. And you have to understand that the oxygen is our consumer. Once we use it, we're not going to get another one. So we'll still need more support as far as the treatment of the COVID patients is concerned.
Chairperson of Nsanje Task Force Anthony Malunga said as citizens of the district, they felt compelled to join the hospital in the fight against the pandemic.
We are very happy as a team of sons and daughters of this part of the country that we are contributing to what government is already doing. There's a lot of work that government is doing. Other stakeholders are also doing their part, but we felt duty bound that we can also assist and work together with the government in supporting the people of this side of the country. Yes, as I said, we are working as a group of people that have a common interest for this part of the country. And I know that once we go and report back that this is what we have done together, the people will be more willing to keep assisting. As I said in the meeting today, I said that the DHO and the team here at Nsanje Hospital, they need to make sure that what they have received, they should use them properly.
That's the news for now, but before we go, the headlines once again. Parliament maintains that Commissioners Jean Matanga and Linda Kunje are incompetent. Public Appointments Committee rejects Atweni Juayeyi Abemoji appointment as Financial Intelligence Authority Director General. The state parades 4 witnesses in former presidential security aide Norman Chisale's attempted murder case. You have been with me, Yanko Seunda. Thanks for watching.
Good evening, I'm Gary Amadi here with the weather forecast for tonight and tomorrow morning. Expect isolated rain showers with occasional thunderstorms due to the weak rain belt lying over Malawi. In Shire Valley, expect isolated showers tonight and during early morning. Very hot with locally heavy rainfall associated with thunderstorms during the day. In Southern Highlands, expect mild with isolated thunderstorms tonight and during early morning. Hot with localized rain showers with occasional thunderstorms in the afternoon. In central areas, expect isolated rain showers with occasional thunderstorms over few areas tonight and during early morning. Localized rain showers associated with occasional thunderstorms in the afternoon. In lakeshore areas, it will be thunderstorms mainly over northern lakeshore areas tonight and during early morning. Hot with thunder showers over few areas during the day. And in northern areas, expect isolated rain showers with occasional thunderstorms tonight and during early morning. Cloudy with rain showers with occasional thunderstorms as well over few areas during afternoon. Focus temperatures. Ngabu, a minimum of 25 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 37 degrees Celsius. Blanta, a minimum of 21 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 29 degrees Celsius. Lilongwe, a minimum of 19 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 29 degrees Celsius. Mangoji, a minimum of 24 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 33 degrees Celsius. Zuzu, a minimum of 18 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 26 degrees Celsius. Wind will be generally northwesterly but gusty and strong in stormy areas. And on Wednesday, expect a peak in rainfall. Let's now conclude with the times for sunrise and sunset for tomorrow, 16 February 2021. In Zuzu, the sun will rise at 17 minutes to 6 and will set at 14 minutes past 6. In Nilongwe, the sun will rise at 18 minutes to 6 and will set at 17 minutes to 6. And in Blanta, the sun will rise at 26 minutes to 6 and will set at 14 minutes past 6. That's the weather for tonight. You're with me, Gary Samati. Have a lovely evening.
Sana.